What is up, CineNerds? We have one hell of an episode for you today, and I'm Ryan Newhouse.
I am JP Cross.
I am Tiffany Heatley.
And we're about to dig into Django Unchained, since all of you wanted to give me so much shit when I said I hadn't seen it. So let's go.
You deserve
Notice,
it, by the way.
notice I did the question mark.
He did, but you made your voice extraordinarily high pitched, more so than normally. JP Cross? I couldn't even get that high.
Cross? Question mark.
Oh, so yeah, we got a lot of hate mail and what the fuck mail and what the fuck messages whenever we did Inglorious Bastards about Ryan talking about how he has never seen Django Unchained. And Ryan got a lot more grief about it than I think that I did, because he'd actually messaged me and said, I am getting so much shit over not seeing this film.
Deserved.
Not deserved, and we'll dig into why.
Oh, it's a little deserved. Now,
No.
so
A little bit.
whenever I actually talked about this, the possibility of us doing this film, if you remember, I made the comment, I'm not sure how to review this film because there is so much. Yeah. There's a lot of N-words in this film, and I don't know how to quote half of this movie without being canceled.
I literally made a note of that in here because I realized that it's a Quentin Tarantino film and he's notorious for just letting that word fly. And I can't, when I watch this movie, which I've seen it several times, but every time, and I know it's also time period technical. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit that, but I know that that's time period of that word being used a lot. But boy, do I cringe every single time. I'm like, like,
So I'll talk a little bit into that a little bit. So it was funny because Leonardo DiCaprio, in the scene where they're all at the dining room table, he is actually saying the N-word profusely over and over to the point where he was so uncomfortable he needed to step away. And at that point, Samuel L. Jackson pulled away and said, "Look, motherfucker, this is a Tuesday for us."
motherfucker.
but that in itself, it pulled them together. It literally pulled them together, and he delivered a great performance. Now, I'll further this with saying that Quentin Tarantino took a lot of flack for the use of this word so heavily in the imagery of this movie, and I'm just going to talk about that too. Jamie Foxx also came forward and defended that. And he goes, it would not be accurate if we didn't use the words we were facing. And he said it in a different way. I didn't quote exactly, but it's still the point. The point matters. Like, this is a timepiece. It's still, even though they fucked up Dynamite, we won't talk about that till later, but even though they fucked up Dynamite, the racism has to be acknowledged and it has to be seen for what it was. So this movie is powerful in that regard.
Yes.
Yeah, and go ahead and jump into initial reactions. Like, I have seen this movie, I couldn't tell you how many times. Like, this movie has been played at my house hundreds of times, I feel like. When I'm on a tour bus, on tour, this movie is played at least, bare minimum, I would dare say this movie's played at least 2 times every tour I'm on the TV screen, on the bus. I could not tell you how many times I have actually been in a room where this movie is playing. I have legit seen this movie more times than any other Quentin Tarantino film. Not because it's my favorite. It is one of my favorites. But not because it is my favorite. It's because it is, somebody is always watching this film. And wherever I'm at. And so initial reaction is like, I saw this film in the theater. Over the controversy, I remember it was coming out. It was originally offered to Will Smith. He turned it down because of the racism, and he didn't want to be a part of it. And then Jamie Foxx came in, and I loved Quentin at the time. I was a big Quentin fan, which I'm
Me
still
too.
I'm still a Quentin fan. So
Me
I went to
too.
the theater and watched this. And when I came out, man, when I came out, I
Meh.
loved. I generally loved this film, and the thing is, this movie is almost 3 hours long. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes long, and I don't think this film feels like it's that long.
It doesn't. I don't think it is. There's so
No,
much going on. It doesn't.
I broke this up into 2 viewings, so I've begun to treat longer movies like that where they're more episodes than a 3-hour movie, and I felt it was well done in that regard. I did not feel it went that 2 hours 40 some minutes, whatever it was. It did flow nicely. Now, to me, the initial reactions before watching this was
because this is your first time watch.
So JP was kind of my more heavily thought when if you could, I don't know if you're able to pull back previous clips, JP, when we're playing this so people can see this, but if you could just see JP's face on the screen when he heard I had not seen Django Unchained, his face alone, and then the comment section afterwards was just insane. So to me, this already had a lot of and then JP's question marks. He was like, how are we even going to cover that? How would we do that as an episode? Because it's so racially charged. And he was concerned. And I have an easy conversation about that. And that's just simply that it's like Jamie Foxx said, and like Samuel L. Jackson addressed, like these things were real. And if we play it for anything less than it is, then it's not doing a service to anyone.
True.
It needs to be seen as what it was. And so
True.
I respect that movie heavily in that regard. Now, that said, I will say this.
Oh.
Quentin Tarantino, if you talk shit on one more fucking actor, I swear to God, I will come find you myself because you did the shittiest job in this entire movie. I hope you hear me. I hope somebody tags you in this because you were the worst part of this movie.
His
horrible,
part.
He's a horrible actor.
He's never great as an actor in his movies.
And then he's going to go at other actors like Matthew Lillard, as we reviewed last week in Scream. He's going to go at Matthew Lillard and some other small-time actor. I forgot who it was. But you're attacking these small actors saying they don't have any character. They don't have this. They don't have that. You've got jack shit, bro. You should not just stay behind the screen. Do not get on screen, please. Dear God.
And he's literally the same person in every movie that he comes into of his own. It's literally the same character almost.
He's the same character, and most of the time he wants to look at girls' feet.
Well, Quentin Tarantino, if you got the money, I have the feet.
Listen, I agree with your original statement, JP. You said that, Quentin made some amazing films, and I completely stand by that. I think Quentin Tarantino is one of the best visionaries of his time for the original era when he was coming out, and he was on rapid fire, just crushing it. But now he's at this point where he doesn't understand how to be humble. He doesn't understand humility. He thinks his shit doesn't stink. He hasn't put out anything magical in years, in my opinion. And
I disagree.
What's the most recent thing you've seen from him that you loved?
Well, the most recent thing that he's done that I love is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I was just trying to remember the name of it, and that's on my list. I really did like that movie. I love that movie.
So he's at a one movie every 10 years.
And that was
thing right
3
now.
years ago.
Was it 3?
2 years ago? 3 years ago?
It's been a few years ago. And the thing is.
Yeah, I swear.
Here's the thing. Quentin Tarantino, we know my love for Natural Born Killers because he wrote Natural Born Killers. I love Reservoir Dogs. Now, his most famous movie, I hate his most famous movie. I hate Pulp Fiction. I'm not a fan of Pulp Fiction.
I love Pulp Fiction.
I disagree. I agree. Pulp Fiction is amazing. I think it's a solid masterpiece. Now, Once Upon a Time Hollywood, that was 2019.
2019. I looked it up.
Yeah. So, again, it not anything relevant anytime soon. I mean, so
how can you not like Pulp Fiction?
I just never liked it. I don't know.
Dude, bring out the GIMP. The whole thing's amazing.
Bring out the Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. How can you not love that?
I mean, just
it just wasn't for me.
I like that dance part.
I love Kill Bill. Kill Bill was awesome.
Bill as well.
I mean, both of them are Uma Thurman. I'm excited, by the way. I will piggyback off that and say I'm excited. My brother just put in his
I saw that.
library. It's the new one, the whatever
Yeah.
cut where I've got the
Yeah.
anime to watch in the middle for
Yeah.
Kill Bill 1, anime Kill Bill 2. I got to go in fully committed and watch that because that's going to be amazing, I feel.
Yes, the Whole Bloody Affair. I actually had the bootleg copy of that Whole Bloody Affair, but I believe this is even updated from the bootleg copy that I've had for a couple of years now. So I'm actually going to rebuy the official one now that it's out. So, Django, give us a synopsis there, Ryan. Or actually, Tiff, you can give her your initials impressions of this film.
My initial impression, I love this movie. I actually had not seen it.
I think she said she
until-
hated black males before.
I did not. I said being blackmailed. Nah.
Yeah, no one
How
was on. Yeah, this
dare
is before
you.
we started filming, so she did not say that, guys.
I
She-
did not.
We were taking hilarious photos and sending them.
Oh yeah.
Of our recordings, and there was some very unflattering photos of Tiff.
Of her
They're
with black
all
nails.
unflattering photos of me. Thank you.
And we sent it, and she's like, I don't know. This is all like blackmail material, and
They're gonna blackmail me with it, and then yes,
we're like, yeah, we're doing Django, and you just said blackmail.
no, it's not what I meant. I love this movie. I love Jamie Foxx, by the way. I'm glad they put Jamie Foxx in. I'm not a big Will Smith fan. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm glad that Jamie Foxx was in it. I love the cast, and this whole movie is fantastic. But I had not seen this movie up until probably it came out in 2012, so I didn't get to see it until 2021. So it did take me a while to watch it, and I absolutely love the cast. Jamie Foxx, Walton Goggins, sorry.
Better correct that. JP's listening.
I know.
He's my fave.
Leonardo, he's one of my favorites too. I love him in Fallout. But anyway, sorry. Jonah Hill.
I even love Walton Goggins in Sons of Anarchy as a transsexual.
I did too.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Amazing.
And how you can do the fact that he can play all sorts of different roles is fantastic.
Him and Tig having the emotional conversation
Yes.
in the room, I was like, oh fuck no.
I loved it. I loved every moment of that. I'm just gonna say, but yeah, I love this movie. I love the cinematography. My new word. I like how it's made. I like how it's directed. I love again the cast. So I just I feel like this movie doesn't really ease you into a movie very well. It just kind of throws you in and hands you a flamethrower and says, good luck, you're on your own now. So I love it.
All right, Ryan, you want to give a quick synopsis?
Sure. So you've got Django, who is literally a slave who is in the middle of being transported with other slaves. And you've got Christopher Waltz, who comes in out of nowhere, and he approaches the people who are transporting him and says, hey, you've got somebody that I'm interested in. I'd like to buy from you. But he knows damn well that he's just going to take him. And things kind of go haywire right off the rip because Christopher Waltz already had his plan of attack, and he ends up taking out these people who are his captors, takes Django, lets the other slaves go. And when he takes Django doesn't realize that this man is a bounty hunter. And this begins to open up a whole can of worms as far as Django becoming his number two, essentially. And he goes through almost the whole winter before they get to the main plot of the story, where he trains as an assassin or bounty hunter with Christopher Waltz's character. And I love the brutality of this training thing. It's not done like a montage. It's not like fast forward 5 minutes. It's they first walk into this saloon where black people aren't welcomed. Everyone runs out, and uh, Christopher Waltz's character begins to kind of just poke fun a little bit, and he's making sure that Jamie Foxx's character Django is enjoying his beer and everything's good. And all the townspeople gather outside of this saloon. And as he comes out, he happens to say, let's not worry about the black person. Let's worry about the fact that I'm in search of this person who you have made your sheriff, and you owe me $200 essentially. So he not only kills the sheriff, he bills them for it, and he lets this black man have a beer in a saloon where black people aren't welcome. So I already fucking thought that was amazing right off the rip.
Yes.
And then it builds into a whole, like, not montage, but a series of different kills, different hits, things leading up to basically Jamie Foxx's objective. Excuse me, Jesus Christ, the beer's catching up with me. Django is trying to find his wife Broomhilda. Her name is Broomhilda. She's a black slave named Broomhilda because she was partially raised by German people, so she's bilingual, a slave, very attractive, and he is completely worried about her. So his goal is to get to her. And Christopher Waltz kind of takes the whole thing together, and he's like, let's do it. Let's go. And he trains him essentially, and he makes his money, and they go to find her. And that's where we lead into the whole different not reservations, plantations, slavery. The whole story ensues from there, and it's pretty amazing. I can't even. Don Johnson. Let's talk about Don Johnson for a minute.
So yeah, Don Johnson. Okay, so now that you've already brought up Don Johnson,
but he's not. It's not as big of a part as I thought it was going to be.
It's not a big role. And now we talked obviously a second ago about Walton Goggins and my love for Walton Goggins. And Walton Goggins is good in this film, but there was a lot of scenes with Walton that was cut because it was too brutal. There was scenes that was deemed too brutal that they made him cut it. Some scenes with Walton. So that aside, Walton was great in this movie. But honestly, Don Johnson is the gem in this movie for me. Like, I loved Don Johnson in this movie because he played a Southern plantation owner so well. I mean, he did
little
it
too
so well. He did
make
it
him a
was so
gem?
good. I loved it though. I mean, it was just.
I thought Leo's devotion to his role was far superior.
Now, well, Leo overall, yes, because he had more screen time, of course. But for what little screen time Don Johnson had, dude, he was my favorite. For what little screen time, that whole scene where Django and Christoph Waltz, what's his name, Dr. Schultz.
Dr. Schultz.
Come up into Don Johnson's plantation, and he is called Don Johnson is Mr. Big.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. Big Daddy's Don Johnson's character's name. Big Daddy's plantation. And he explains, to Don Johnson's character, Big Daddy, he says, Django is a free slave. This is Django Freeman. He's a
Freeman.
Django Freeman. And so he offers, he basically entices him with money and this and that, and Big Daddy goes, well, can you have one of your people here show Django the yard and the plantation? Let him just look around. And he looks at this slave girl, and he says, now you can't treat Django like any of these other so and so, blah blah blah. He's like he's a free slave. And the girl's like, well, I don't understand. What do you mean, Big Daddy? And he said, well, and she goes, do you want me to treat him like the white folk? And he's like, that's not what I said. Yeah. And he goes into this spiel, goes, well, you know that boy in town?
Jeremy.
Jerry. His name's Jerry. You go
Jeremy.
Treat old Django like Jerry. And so, like, all these little conversations that he has, and how he talks to his slaves and everything, he played it so well. And then when it escalates into the mob, with the whole skit with the hoods. They're putting hoods
No,
over their masks, over their heads with the holes, and they're all bitching about the holes and can't see.
no, you're taking
This
my notes away from me.
this whole spiel with Don Johnson though is so good. Like he's up there telling them, like basically all you motherfuckers shut the fuck up. You're gonna wear the hoods. It's part of the gimmick. We got to do this.
I
The,
can't see fucking shit out of these holes.
the horse has eyes. The horse is going to lead you.
The dude who left because his wife worked so hard on all the holes, that was too much, dude. I was like, get the fuck out of here. But I want to reference back to the Freeman thing. So, like, unfortunately, for a lot of our people who were indentured servants and slaves, when they did achieve freedom, Freeman or Smith or stupid, very popular names were thrown on them that weren't their own names. Freeman being one of them. That was a reality, and that was as creepy as that is. It The fact they were introducing Django as Django Freeman was something. It was a lot. The fact they kind of put the KKK in their infancy in this, and the way that they did was very interesting too. But yeah, that dude who was like, my wife worked her ass off, and he just leaves. That was,
what'd you want to say about the hood section, Tiff?
The scene just that scene is just it makes them look so and sounds just as stupid as they are. The bag scene, it kills me. It interrupts this movie in like the best way, just to make it, it focuses on the stupidity of these people. And I love that line. I can't see fucking shit out of this thing. And it pauses racism to argue about eye holes on their bags. Just
well, then you even have Jonah Hill sitting there messing with his eye holes and goes, I fucked mine up.
yeah.
I completely, and this is one of those roles for him where I was like, is that? Oh my god, it's fucking Jonah Hill, and I had a moment with it, and I was like, and he just portrayed it perfectly. Though he came across as an ignorant redneck, and did what he did. So,
what did you think? What did you guys think of the actual gore in this movie? Because this movie is a Western, it's a Quentin Tarantino Western, but man, the gore in this it's pretty bloody.
It's a Western. I jokingly told my friend the other day this. I said it's a Western anime because literally it was
it kind of is.
Yeah, as soon as anything fired, anything exploded, or anything happened, it was just like blood everywhere, like exploding, going different directions, blood splatter. It was excellent in that regard.
When he is at Big Daddy's plantation and he's killing off the three brothers, there's a part where there's like a slow motion shot. I think it was on the third brother, where it just the blood splatter goes all over the flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that was like kind of symbolic. Like these people planted these flowers in this house to make this plantation look good for their owner, and now this guy just got his blood splattered all over them. Like revenge.
Well,
Take it back. Take it back.
I love that scene too, because when Django actually first shoots the first one, if you go back to the flashback, he's whipping his wife, and Django's Django's begging him, tell him, don't hurt my wife, hurt me, don't hurt her. And he looks at him, he goes, I like how you beg, boy. And so when Django shoots him and he drops to his knees, he looks at him and says, I like how you die, boy. And I love that twist, the turn on words with Django, getting his revenge.
Which he does a lot of in this movie.
Django kills a lot of white people.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot. A lot. A lot. But I mean, in his defense, they deserved it. So
I will say this: Christopher Waltz's character, Dr. Schultz. In Inglorious Bastards episode, I told JP how I really didn't care for him that much. I thought that he was kind of annoying, but he kind of pulled it
I love
together.
him.
It wasn't
But
Inglorious Bastards. It was
no,
Dracula.
well, hold on. I was getting
Okay.
there. So
Okay.
that was how I felt about him in Inglorious Bastards. So he pulled it together okay, and he was kind of like the he kind of kept things moving along. And after that episode, because I was already not a huge fan, I was kind of on the fence. It wasn't a bad thing. He did great as the German soldier in Inglorious Bastards, but then we saw Dracula, and Dracula was just absolute garbage from him. And so I was like, ugh, like I was, and so when he was in this movie and I heard that, I started watching and I'm like, I'm not looking forward to this at all. I ended up loving his character probably more than
Yes.
any of the other characters, honestly,
Yes.
because he was a lot like me. He had a patience for dealing with people and teaching people and educating people. At the same time, he didn't buy into what the current like in that time, like for him not to see a black man as lesser than him was taboo, and he didn't care, and I respect the hell
Yes.
out of that. I think that's amazing.
Yes.
So like all the way into him training him as a bounty hunter, seeing more out of him, seeing his love for his wife and wanting to support that love. He never quite said it, but or maybe he did and I missed it, but he definitely saw Django as a friend and a brother, I felt,
Yes.
because of the bounty hunting, and
Yes.
he conveyed that without having to say it, and that is acting to me. That was spectacular.
Wow. And I actually even said in the Dracula episode, I told you, I said, the thing with Christoph Waltz, I mean, everything I've seen him in, he's okay in, but he
I
just
like
kind of
him.
punches. He just kind of goes by the numbers in a lot of his roles.
Wait.
Except for Quentin Tarantino films. I swear Quentin knows how to direct him. And I think if
Yes.
Christoph Waltz has a good director behind him, he does an incredible job. But if he doesn't have a good director, I don't think Christoph Waltz does. He just does a punch by the numbers acting. I don't think
Well,
he's.
in Dracula, he Padma'd us.
I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't see the new Dracula yet, so I didn't. Wait, did I?
The Dracula love story.
No. What did we? No, I don't think I did. Sorry, I'm having a moment.
Well,
I know.
JP was telling me, so
Oh
that's
wait,
where I
yes, I did. Yes, I
okay.
did. I did. And he was yes, he was helped fund the project.
He was the kind of the Van Helsing character.
Yeah.
He was a
Am I
priest.
thinking of him in another movie?
He must be. He must be.
Well, what I was
Frankenstein. It's Frankenstein.
He was in
What-
Frankenstein. Yep.
He was, yeah. But what I was getting to with JP is, so we had reviewed Inglorious Bastards, and then we reviewed the Dracula movie, and in those movies, we had differing opinions of his performances, and I think it was Dracula. You were right earlier when you said that, but as far as where I was like he was kind of garbage, and you're like, no, he's got good potential. He can do this, that, and the other. And was that when I talked about Django?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's where that stemmed from this. I was thinking this stemmed from the Inglorious Bastards.
Well, no,
I do not
it
like
stemmed
that
from
movie.
Inglourious Bastards, but it carried on into Dracula too.
I do not like Inglorious Bastards.
Oh, so good.
So good.
I know. I'm
It's so good.
sorry. That's my one don't like it movie. I don't know why. Maybe I just need to rewatch it. Maybe I wasn't in the right headspace at the time. I just need to rewatch it.
I've said that on a few movies JP has made me watch, and I thought the same thing still after I watched them. So if you felt that way in the beginning, stick to your gut.
There's been times that you've changed your mind on a couple films though. Don't pull that.
Like what?
I don't know off the top of my head, but it's happened. It's happened.
Oh, proof for it didn't happen.
You know what we need to do.
Great. All this shots of me.
We need to do an initiation to see if how Tiff could handle watching The Party Animal.
Like the book or like the old movie Party Animal?
The old 80s
No.
movie The Party
I
Animal.
know that movie. Wait, I know that movie. Party Animals?
Nope, The Party
like-
Animal.
Oh. Oh shit. Ooh.
She's thinking a house party.
I
and she's
am.
thinking of the animal.
Hold on.
So So The Party Animal is a film that I love. Now, it's complete trash. It's a complete trash film. Ryan wanted to murder me and questioned doing a podcast with me after watching this film.
Wait, hold on.
I didn't question our friendship.
Wait,
Just
what year? There's been so many house party movies.
no, it's not a house party movie. It's just called The Party Animal.
Oh, Party Animal. Sorry, I didn't know what was going on below
No,
me.
you're good. I didn't know what was going on when I watched it either. So
The Party Animal Party
1984.
sound it out. Yeah. My husband's laughing at me.
The Party Animal, 1984.
Okay,
It's an
84. I found it.
hour and 18 minutes of greatness.
no, and you know what's funny is JP. He literally tricked me into watching this movie because what was the exact words you said, JP? You said it was.
He said he loved Porky's. I said, well, you need to see The Party Animal. So,
He loves Porky's.
and I was like, you need to see
no.
I said, you need to see The Party Animal. He goes, well, what's it like? I said, well, it's like Porky's, but 1,000 times worse.
And so I'm thinking like there's more boobs, there's more action, it's great. No, it literally is 1,000 times worse.
Well, with a janitor named Elbow.
Listen, when I started this whole adventure with JP, my wife was committed to watching all the episodes, all the movies with me until Party Animal, and then she's like, "You're on your own."
You're on your own.
Like, she was like, "Fuck this." So now she'll pop in every so often. She'll be like, "What did JP make you watch now?"
I think I'm gonna pass on this one, but I mean,
What if it's an initiation though?
well then I guess I fucking have to do it. I guess I have to do it.
I think Queer Wolf's a better initiation.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that.
I would love to just be silent and hear her feedback from that one. I think that'd be
Okay.
great.
All right.
Have you watched our Queer Wolf episode?
No, I
Okay.
didn't watch that one yet.
Then the rules are you can't watch that.
Okay.
You can't even look at it.
All right.
You got to watch this movie. It's free on Tubi. And then we're going to come back and we're going to do this again with you.
Maybe we'll do like a 10-minute mini recap episode for Curse of the Queer Wolf just with you.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, I'm in.
Django, because we have gotten way off topic.
My God.
I might be drinking a beer for that one. I don't drink, but I
you
will
know
be
what?
drinking a beer for that one.
But you know what? It's okay to get this far distracted from this one because we're easing Tiff into our world. So back to Django.
So I'm just going to go ahead and jump ahead because we are over 30 minutes into this episode. And so you get Django and Dr. Schultz. They go on a bounty hunting spree through the winter to save money before they go to try to get Django's wife back. Well, after the winter, they track his wife to Greenville. I think it's like Greenville, Alabama, or is it Atlanta, or not Atlanta, but Georgia? It's not Greenville, South Carolina. I know it's Alabama or someplace further down south is where they're at. But that aside, it don't matter. They're in the bayou. They're in the bayou, so it's got to be like Alabama,
Louisiana.
Louisiana. One of them. One of them.
It's all the same. Oh.
I looked it up, but I was letting you go.
Okay. I was in the ballpark.
Yes. Yeah.
I was geographically. I was in the area.
You were close.
All Southern racists. Yes.
I'm from North Carolina.
I said Southern racists. If anyone says, "Oh, that's me," he's attacking, then you are the problem.
You're the racist.
So they track his wife to Leonardo DiCaprio's plantation. Leonardo DiCaprio's character owns his wife.
Candyland.
His name is Calvin J. Candy, and his plantation is Candyland. And what an introduction. I mean, they introduce his character with two black men beating each other to death in a bar, in a private bar.
Mandingo fight.
I'm just gonna put my pinky up. Maybe I can recreate the meme. Like,
Hmm.
So, do you guys know who the guy that was sitting with Leonardo DiCaprio that had the bet going between their two black men fighters? Do you know who that guy was?
I don't remember.
I read who it was, but I'm having it's blanking out.
Not looking at my
It's
phone.
the original actor who played Django in the original Django movie.
Oh.
He is the original Django. He played Django because Django originally started as a Italian spaghetti western series, and that actor that was in that scene, and he even goes up to Django after the fight ends, and he goes and gets a drink, and he looks at Django, and he goes, "What's your name, son?" And he goes, "Django." He said, "It's spelled with a D, but the D's silent," and that's why he nods and goes, "I know," because he was the guy that played Django in the original spaghetti western Django films.
Did I
He
pronounce it
he
wrong?
had he had some other. He was also in the movie somewhere else too, if I remember correctly.
Uh,
I I think I remember
maybe.
reading about this. He had some other a part in the movie, but I was more intrigued about the Mandingo aspect. I didn't know that they had slaves that were they considered mindless and were treated as animals and were called Mandingos in this regard.
I didn't know either.
And it was pretty disheartening to say the least. But at the same time, to Jamie Foxx's point, to Samuel L. Jackson's point, this was another reason why these things needed to be brought to the light. It's interesting. But that was the whole premise for what Dr. Schultz and Django used to infiltrate Candyland, was saying they were looking to purchase a Mandingo. When they said the price point of $12,000, all of a sudden, Mr. Candy was all like, "Well, hello, how are you?" And he wanted to see what they were talking about, and events transpire from there.
So is Francis Nero is his name, and he's in John Wick Chapter 2, obviously the Django uh, films. He was also in Die Hard 2. Um,
I've never seen any of the Die Hard movies either.
Oh
he
my God!
he's in a lot of stuff. He's in The Pope's Exorcist. He's been in a lot of shit. I mean, he has had a career since he is still active in acting, and his career started in 1962 in Italian films in the 60s. So he is still actively acting. But yeah, that was all a nod to the original Django films that he did.
And I thought it was cool that I bitch about Quentin a lot, but that was a cool nod that he did. I definitely think that's amazing. Now, something else I want to talk about. So when you're watching the sequence with Mr. Candyland, he Leonardo DiCaprio was actually he slammed his hand down at one point on a table with a glass, and when he did this, it was not. This is not anything you think. It's not CGI. It's not anything. He slammed that glass down, broke the glass, and it cut his hand.
Oh, that was real.
Yeah, it was real, a
Oh,
hundred.
I did
He
not know that.
he didn't break character.
He did not break character, and that was what was kept in the final cut. And when he has his hand wrapped, that's that. So the fact that he was able, Leonardo DiCaprio, like a lot of people bust his balls, they give him grief. He, to me, like I'm not a huge by any means Leonardo fan. I don't go running to his movies, but I'll tell you what, that guy can act better than 95% of the actors in Hollywood, and the fact that he stayed committed while his hand was gushing blood is amazing. I thought it was great. And he also, in this whole sequence, this whole filming sequence, this is actually where the N word was being used so much by him that he was so uncomfortable that he had to step away, and Samuel L. Jackson had to take him to the side and be like, "This is a Tuesday for us. You can do this." And I think Quentin Tarantino actually is noted as saying to him too, like, "Go harder, be more intense, or they're going to hate you for this," is
Mm-hmm.
what he said to him. And he went in all in. And I don't see anything about his role as anything less than committing to it and knowing that it was a poor time in our history, but he did it a service. So it was a good thing in that regard. Same with Jamie Foxx here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he plays his character wonderfully. Leonardo. I'm not a I mean, Leonardo's he did great in this film. He did everything perfectly. I don't love his character, not like that, but I think that he did a good job playing his character.
Well, you're
Um,
supposed to love to hate him.
well, yeah, I definitely hate him, but he did a good job making me hate him.
But to yeah, and that's it though. To me, this is acting. This is us being given a history we wouldn't have thought about otherwise by seeing it through the eyes of the creator, Quentin in this instance being the director. And what he delivered with what Leonardo gave to us was superb. It was amazing. And yes, you love to hate him. That means he did his job right.
Exactly,
But at the same
exactly.
time, like I don't think a lot of people I think a lot of people are so comfortable in our comfort of modern day life that we don't think about these times. We don't think about the horrors that happened here in this aspect in this time frame. So this is a good movie in that regard.
Definitely.
So to jump ahead here a little bit, they find out they're being conned, and so they make Dr. Schultz pay the 12 grand, I think it was, for um, Django's wife. He pays it, and he's wanting to leave, and Leonardo's being the prick that he is, and like, you're gonna have to shake my hand, you know.
Well, hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt, but like, there's a whole thing here. So, one of the things we haven't really talked about is Samuel L. Jackson's character. So, Samuel L. Jackson's character is more. I feel like he's more in charge of this plantation than Candy is himself. Samuel L. Jackson's a slave who has been on this plantation for years, and he has Candy's ear. He has Leo's ear, and so he's telling him what's what, and Leo's listening, and he holds huge weight on this on Samuel L. Jackson's words. And Samuel L. Jackson says, "Hey, there's more going on here. It's not what you think." And he proceeds to tell him, "Hey, he's paying. He told you 12,000. That was the first time he really batted an eye." And Leo's like, "He's right. He's absolutely right." And they start piecing everything together that's transpired. And so Leo comes out literally guns a blazing, and he's like, "What's going on? Is this person worth this much?" And events unfold.
Yeah, and so
You
he
missed one of my favorite parts, though.
what
You missed. Well, I mean, I guess
you can bring it
time
up.
wise.
What part?
Um. They so Dr. Schultz, to get his time with Broomhilda, asks to have some alone time with her, and so they bring her up there, and he's pretending, I want to spend time with this beautiful woman because she also speaks German and
German.
I speak German, and we can get, we can talk because I don't
Was?
yeah, da. Um, so so she's going in there thinking, oh crap, I'm gonna have to bump uglies with this white man. And then she shows him Django is there for her.
And she passes out.
And she passes out. And I thought that was really, really sweet because Django has that whole like flair for like, I want to surprise her, and she's thinking, here, I'm going to have to go in with this man and do whatever the hell he wants. But yet he brings her love, her husband. And that's just really sweet. I love that part.
I was low key waiting for like some like evil horror to be there. Like I was waiting for Django to be like this piece of shit dude, and she
And
was
just,
like horrified about seeing him too. And I was like, "Oh, what's going
no.
on?" But no,
Yeah.
they genuinely loved each other, and that made it
And
for a
that
little bit more of a story.
I did like that. And then when Candy does finally figure out that they are scamming him, he goes into this weird power dynamic of like he knows what's going on. So he brings out a skull of his the old
I
headmaster.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he goes into sawing it. He's like, this was the old
Caretaker.
Caretaker that had taken care of our family for generations, or served for my dad or whatever. And he starts cutting up this human skull in front of them, and they're just like, oh shit, what the hell is happening here? And then he reveals that obviously he knows he's trying to scam them. So he basically says, I know your plan, and I'm going to profit from it now.
Yeah.
So
Well, the cool thing about that scene when he opens that skull, he says, you see these indentions on the back of this skull.
Indentions, yes.
He's like, these indentions are where part of the brain that grows for people who are, their brains are built to serve or have servitude.
Right.
And this is a black man's skull, and this is where these indentions, this is what's bigger in their skull. If I was to cut up a white man's skull, these indentions would be over here for the creative side of something, or the intelligence of whatever, etc. So he was pointing out that all of you're not equal to me, is what he was saying, and then he goes on and goes, you're not here to buy this black man to be a fighter. That's not the $12,000 one that you want to buy. But this one, this girl here, this is the one. This is the one you want to spend $12,000 on, and so they figure it out. And so I'm gonna point out a dynamic here. So I was rushing to this scene for. No. This is great. This is great content right here, and this is why I'm gonna stop right here. I was rushing to this scene because this is one of my favorite scenes in the movie, and and there's a cat, because it's one of my favorite scenes in the movie, and it moves into some of my other favorite scenes of the movie. So,
that's 10 times better than Bowie taking out his green screen. Wow.
I have no idea what just happened.
That was a disgruntled cat is what just happened.
That cat wasn't happy.
Not at all.
So I was rushing to this scene. Ryan stopped me, backtracked a little bit to give a little more context, because I did skip over Samuel L. Jackson, even though there's more I wanted to say about Samuel here in a little bit.
And I love Sam, by the way.
So, but what I'm getting at is the dynamic difference between where my mind was going to the scene that I wanted to get to, and you backtracked to the scene that...
Sorry.
No, I don't want you to apologize. You backtracked to the scene that it's just another scene to me. Because that's
talking.
That's a different perspective. It's like a different female perspective. That was an important scene for you, where it wasn't for me. And that's a dynamic that, sometimes me and Ryan, we miss. Because I thought it was a cool scene. I understood the scene, but I'm ready to get to the blood and gore.
Right.
But for you, I mean, you backtracked to that scene, and it was like, well, I like this scene because, you learn that Dr. Schultz was genuine, and that Django was there for his wife, and when it was so emotional for her that she passed out, and you really attached and gravitated to that scene. So that's what I'm saying. It's not a bad thing that we're backtracking. I'm saying it's a good thing, because that's a different perspective.
Yeah, I just love Django's love for his wife, that he went through all this just to get to her, and then also make some people pay and get his revenge and do a lot of damage. And I love it. And I would hope that my husband would go through all that for me, which I think he would. So that's that. I love that. I love that part.
Yeah. So Ryan's left us, so I'm going to continue on.
Okay.
So during this scene, they found out they've been had, which we've already said. So they pay the $12,000 for is it Henrietta?
Broomhilda.
I keep on saying Henrietta. Broomhilda. That's why I keep saying his wife, because I know I'm going to say it wrong. Um, so he pays the 12 grand. Well, he's like, well, in the South, a deal's not done, even a contract signed, if you don't shake my hand. And so when Dr. Schultz goes back to shake Big Daddy's, not Big Daddy, but
Candies.
Candy's hand,
Yes.
he has a retractable gun in his up his sleeve, and so he immediately throws his hand out and shoots Candy, Leonardo DiCaprio's character, right in the chest. He falls dead, and throws his hands up and like couldn't resist at Django. And then obviously he gets shot. A huge gunfight breaks out at this point, and I love this scene. I love this gunfight because this fight is just Django killing motherfuckers after another, back to back, and there's blood everywhere. Blood explode. I mean, this is like Ready or Not blood explosions, or Abigail blood explosions, but with pistols. I mean, it's so over the top. I love this whole shootout scene with Django getting pinned down in this house.
But it's kind of a brutal moment as well, because they were so close to getting away with everything and being safe and getting Broomhilda out of there, only just to have it
Ripped away.
collapse.
Yeah.
Just ripped away right out of their hands, and that sucked.
Welcome back, Ryan. Uh-oh, his mic is not working. Something's happened.
He said shut up to us. I could read lips.
I hit mute while I was away.
Oh, okay.
The bladder was calling, and yeah, so I had to run without a
A
doubt.
big old beer, you know.
It's not like Thor's. Like, I wish it just kept refilling, like Dr.
Oh,
Are you?
exactly.
But anyways, no, this scene, the bar scene I was talking about earlier, where they walk into the bar, they're not welcome, and then the final shootout scene, all spectacular, just amazing, good scenes, and you want to say it's Western, because it gives you the vibe of Western, but at the same time, it's got this modern edge to it that only Quentin can give. And so it just takes it to another level. And so you get that Western vibe, but you also get the whole modern style fight and scenes and imagery. And I love all this. This is good stuff.
Well, even like I said, the very ending, you mentioned the very ending shootout. It's not as bloody and gory as the shootout after Leonardo DiCaprio's character's done. However, that scene is so fun too, because Django just comes in and just says, "Done with you guys." Boom, one after another.
He's like, "Fuck this, give my wife."
Yeah. He's just like, "Fuck you," boom, and then he's like, he tells the housemaids, like,
he's like, go on,
you go on, and like tell Miss Candy here goodbye, and they're like, "Bye, Mrs." And all of a sudden, he just blows her away. She blows into a whole nother realm.
She when we say she flew into months before. I mean, she literally projectile.
Like when you see the scenes and imagery from different stunt scenes being shot, where there's strings behind people yoinking them out of fucking life, and them hitting these like airbags, that's kind of like what happened in this moment when she got shot.
I can't even imagine. Yeah. I can't even imagine how
like literally when I was watching, I go yoink.
and he shoots Samuel Jackson's character in the kneecaps.
Stefan.
And he's like, he tells him, because we skipped over this, and this was what I wanted to talk about Samuel Jackson for a minute. There's a scene after he gets captured after the big gunfight where Samuel Jackson they have Django strung upside down, and they're like, all these white people in there talking about what they want to do to you. They want to cut your ding off, your little thingy off here. And I'm like, man, they do way worse things down here at the mine. And he's like, most of all the stuff they wanted to do to you started with cutting your privates off. He's like, but at the end of the day, I just kept telling them, there's way worse. They do way worse to the people they send down to the mines. And
While I was gone, did you
mining
talk about
company.
Walton? Is that
no, we didn't.
Oh,
okay?
no, we
Okay.
didn't.
So
Because Walton going into that, I didn't remember if that was before or after this scene with Sam.
I think it was actually before, but
It's before.
yeah, it coincides in this same scene. But
It
yeah,
is.
that's the one that's like,
Yeah.
oh my god! I thought his balls were going.
yeah,
I thought they were taking his nuts, and that was it.
yeah. And I think it was going, and that was actually, from what I understood, was the scene that was supposed to actually
Be worse.
be worse. That was what I read, supposedly, that was the scene. I guess there was an alternate scene filmed that was supposed to be cut, or maybe it got cut before it got filmed, but that scene was supposed to be, that was the scene that got cut that was supposed to be way more brutal.
Oh, stop saying the word "cut" here.
Cut. Cut.
This is that's
Okay,
the most
snip.
Okay,
They was gonna snip.
snipped. I don't know. Manhood removed. I don't have a good answer for this one. It's funny.
Neutered.
Oh yeah, neutered, straight up.
So yeah, they're going to send him to this mine where he's going to work until he dies, and but he gets out. He cons the people who are taking him, and he goes back to the plantation. He kills them, goes back to the plantation, does the whole scene we just talked about, where he ends up killing Walton Goggins. He kills the missus. He shoots Samuel L. Jackson in the knees, and he basically said, "You never said anything about taking the knees out. How's that?"
Listen, no. I know we're at 55 minutes. I know this is running long, but I am not going to skip over Quentin Tarantino's disgraceful shit show of a fucking excuse for acting. What the hell is that?
Tell us about it. Come on, Ryan, tell us about it.
Is it the Quentin brothers or Quintley brothers? They I just got a text from my wife. It said, "Do you need to yell?" I'm gonna quiet down a little bit.
Yes.
Anyways, yes, he fucking sucks, dude. This is the worst acting I've ever seen on a major screen in a major movie next to this caliber of talent. And I don't care if he's the director. I don't care if he's a friend of Hollywood. It was garbage. It should not be in the movie. Edit him out. Put somebody else in. I don't care. It's fucking horrible. But of course, they play the dumbest of rednecks, and they deserve everything they get because he fucks them up.
Hell yeah.
Convinces them to give him a gun. As soon as they put the gun in his hand, he just fucking kills
Yes.
every one of them, and it's
Big-
beautiful.
But the fact that he convinces them to give him a gun, big mistake. Big mistake. Sorry, that was my Pretty Woman reference. Big
No,
mistake.
You're good.
Big mistake. But yeah, but I do like the bullets to the kneecaps on Samuel L. Jackson. He takes his time shooting me. He's like, he's just on all parts of his body, just going to town.
One more time. What was he like?
Finger bang, baby. Oh, you don't know the song, Ryan. You don't watch South Park. I think she got it.
Yeah, I don't watch that crap.
We watch that crap.
Listen, I really might have to go back and watch South Park though. I really might.
So yeah, he has dynamite rigged in the house. He lights it. Does super cool. Jamie Foxx does this super cool, lighting his cigarette, lights the fuse, walks outside. Broomhilda's putting her fingers in her ears, waiting for the explosion, and the house explodes. Django's super cool with his cigarette and cigarette filter extender that he took off of Leonardo DiCaprio's character. And they ride off into the sunset.
He does make the horse do a little dance first.
Ooh. I have a little fun fact about his horse. His horse was actually his own horse.
No freaking way.
Named Cheetah.
No way.
Yeah, he rode his own horse during the entirety of the movie named Cheetah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That is so cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I knew that one. All right, so box office, budget. This was your film again.
I got it all.
You cheated. You cheated.
What do you
I
mean
didn't cheat. He has to have the numbers. It's his
I-
pick.
Yeah,
Us
whoever chooses the film has to research the budget, and that's kind of where
okay.
we done it.
Okay.
So, and in the past, JP and I have gone and
I
figured
thought we
it
were
out for each
guessing.
other. Well, now
we
you
are
are.
we are guessing. We are guessing.
So if you come back and you pick a movie, then you're going to do this to us.
Stop saying if.
I just like putting you under the pressure.
Guess what? I cheated. I already know the answer.
Well, what was the budget?
1 million grossed over 44.
You failed.
449.
You're way off. I already know
failed.
you're way off.
You failed.
You've already failed.
I looked it up.
There's no way the budget. There's no
you
way the
misread
budget
2
was 1
zeros.
million.
Maybe I didn't have fucking a zero.
You
There's
misread
no-
2 zeros.
Yeah. I was
I
gonna say
did?
this had to be at least 90 million.
It was 100 million budget.
Okay.
That's what I said.
You
100
said
million.
one. You
1
said
million.
1 million.
Oh shit! I'm gonna
Two-
screenshot
two
this.
more
and show
zeros.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I meant 100 million. I am dyslexic, by the way. Don't.
All right. So I'm gonna guess box office, and she's obviously looking at this shit.
I wrote it down because I knew you were gonna want factual facts.
And so I don't know. I knew this movie killed. I remember this movie killed, and I don't know what it was, but I'm just gonna throw a fucking big number out there because I know it killed. And I'm gonna say worldwide, say 325.
Nope. Nowhere near.
What is it?
It is 426 million.
I have
It's still-
449 million. Where did I get that from then?
I have so gross worldwide 426,076,540 and 2 cents.
2 cents.
The opening weekend it did 30 million. And gross US and Canada was 162 million. So I mean this movie
know what?
did not do poorly.
Now my number's way off, but I think for a Quentin movie, my number was still pretty high up there, and I was giving it a good benefit of the doubt with it being. I knew that it killed.
Whatever makes you feel better, JP.
Night. Whatever helps you sleep at night, JP.
Alrighty, ratings.
I give it a 5. I love this movie.
Whoa! You're
Whoa.
coming in. Hold on.
I'm
You
sorry.
gonna
I
have
love
to-
this movie.
You're going to have to defend that 5. You go have
Yeah,
to.
you can't just say 5. We need context.
I absolutely love the way it was. Like I said, I love the way it was directed. I love the cast members. I love whoever casted it did fantastic. I love the characters, how they're played. I love people being able to see what was actually happening in that time frame to people. It doesn't beat around the bush in any way whatsoever as far as history and slavery went. This is what people actually went through. And there it is. And he just makes great films. And I loved seeing all these racist ass mother bleepers get blown away. So I love it. I think it's a good gory revenge / love story. And he gets his love. And they ride off into the sunset on a damn horse.
Favorite quote of the night from Tiff. I don't like black males.
Stop it! Blackmailing. Ing. Add the ing to it.
JP, what do you got?
All right, so
Never gonna live that down.
second show that she's been on, and she's already gave a perfect 5. How many did it take before we ever did a perfect 5? It took a while.
Yeah,
was
no,
a while.
I don't remember what my perfect 5s are even, if I'm being honest. One of them I think was Scream.
One was Scream, one was The Thing, and I had a third one, and I knew what it was earlier, and I can't remember what it was now. And I'm sure Megan's in the comment going, "JP, your third one was blah 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 blah."
I did Die Hard as well.
Which
So-
I've never seen.
Garbage.
So my rating, Django. I've said at the beginning of this episode, I love this movie. I'm not disagreeing with Tiff at all. I love this movie. It is so much fun. It is super racist. If you are uncomfortable with the N word, you're not going to like this film. But because it said a lot, I actually
I
should
do-
have. I should have googled
Yeah.
how many times it was actually
I-
said in the film.
I literally cringed every time it said in there. I just like I just
Wait. What's your rating, JP?
I'm getting to it.
Do you want to guess?
Oh,
No,
Oh,
I'm
I was
doing my
gonna say, I
rating.
don't want to know how many times that word was said in that movie.
No, I'm doing my rating. I was just
Okay.
saying I should have looked up how many times it was said. Um, but I love the movie. I mean, I've said at the beginning of this episode, I've seen this movie 100 times at least. You know, I've seen it multiple times every tour. I've seen it at home 100 fucking times. It's one of Quentin's best, and I think Jamie Foxx was perfect in this movie. I agree. The casting in this was great with Don Johnson, with Leonardo DiCaprio, Samuel L. Jackson, and I will be honest with you, Samuel L. Jackson's a lot of times is hit and miss with me with his movies, but I always like Samuel, and he's great in this film. Jamie Foxx is great. Walton Goggins is great. I mean, the entire cast is fantastic. The film is gory, it's emotional, it's a roller coaster. The pacing is fantastic for it being almost a 3 hour long movie. It does not feel like a 2 hour and 45 minute long movie. The pacing is so good in this. It's damn well near perfect. I do not disagree with you, Tiff, but I'm not giving this a perfect score because those I saved those for really special ones for me. So this one I'm going to throw in at a 4.7.
Oh, you love my 0.7 something, don't you?
damn.
Damn. It's
We already
100.
had some.
By the way, it's
We already had some
116
decimal
times.
points.
What was that,
It
Ryan?
was 116 times.
Oh, damn.
I said we already had so many decimal points, so I try and avoid them.
I heard. That's why I did it on purpose on the first round.
I'm just
So
messing with you.
I
No,
always do
every so
decimal
often.
points.
Yeah, and every so often I always throw the curveballs at JP and do those too. All right. So me, first time watch, only time watch so far still. Django Unchained is I'm sad that I didn't see it sooner. It definitely is an amazing movie. It's star-studded. The cast does an amazing job. I'm actually shocked that there weren't more awards given to the actors who played the roles
for
they played
real.
in this because they literally gave their heart in this movie. I feel, including Christopher Waltz, and I don't even say that often because the roles I've seen so far were kind of eh. This one made me think otherwise. I kind of want to see Christopher Waltz star as somebody in the Empire in Star Wars at some point. But I digress. I loved the aspect of the love story here. Django trying to get to his wife and
Me
the
too.
things that he had to fight and face to get there were superb. The acting, the commitment to the actors in their behalf, not being comfortable saying the words that they said, but still delivering those words because of the other actors that were there supporting them that were black people themselves saying, hey, we're going to get through this and it's for a good reason. And it kind of drove the story further as you hear about that in the background. Those background stories matter. And also Leonardo DiCaprio smashing a glass, cutting his hand, and being so committed to that role that he added that and made it part of it and didn't break character says a lot about the depth at which people felt about these roles. I think this movie. I think I'm an idiot. I think you guys are right. I think I should have seen this sooner, and I understood. I understood after seeing this JP's jaw drop. I understood that the responses I got in the commentary about this, and this isn't. I'm not an ass kisser. I won't tell anyone that if I don't feel that. I'll be like, fuck you, Wall. This movie sucked. But
Right.
you know what? I was wrong. You were right. This movie was amazing, and the only reason I think I put it off is because it had that uncomfortable vibe of the N-word being used, slavery, all those things. But you know what? It's moments like these we need to be taken out of our comfort to realize and recognize the history and learn from those historical mistakes and move forward in a better path. So I think this movie was superb. I think it was spectacular. The cast was even more amazing. So like JP said, I'm not a complete five here. And I won't give a complete five purely based on Quentin Tarantino being a shitty actor. But that aside, I'm going to go 4.75 here.
Oh,
you
you stole my.
you went like a half a
Hey.
decimal above me. Are you serious?
I did the 4.75 and the last one. Remember when I changed it because of Matthew Lillard? So he's just copying off of
The
me at
good
this
news
point.
is that we all enjoyed this movie.
Yes.
For once. Yay.
Yay!
Film recommendations, real quick. I've got one right now. If y'all don't have one ready.
Oh, I do.
Go ahead.
I do not. Hold
Okay.
on.
So I'm going to go first. So in the chat last week, I actually talked about how I had bought this cheap Scream Queen bundle for Ellie Church Cult Classic Scream Queen for like $10. It was like 5 movies for like $10. And one of them I said I was going to watch that night, and it was called Space Babes from Outer Space. And
Dude, I've seen that.
let me tell you, this movie is low budget trash, and I'm here for it. It's so good. I mean, these alien space babes crash land on Earth, and the way they have to refuel their titty ship, because their ship is shaped like a titty, is boners. They need boners. They need guys with erect boners in order to get energy to power their ship. And that is the premise of this movie. And there are other aliens that are shaped like scrotums that are looking for them to kill the space babes. So if you've never seen Space Babes from Outer Space, I'm just going here to tell you, if you want to see some trashy fun, starring Ellie Church, and she's actually on my Facebook. That's actually how I actually read into this bundle. Check it out, because I had a fucking blast with this film, and it's not a very long film. It's only an hour and 20 minutes. So
I am going to go complete opposite of Space Babes and Boners to Netflix's Rebel Moon.
oh
Fantastic.
no, no,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Oh.
It's fantastic. It's so good. Part 2 and part 1. Part 1, or now that I'm going to go backwards. Did I just kill JP?
Yeah.
Did you not like that movie?
Hated it.
I fucking loved that shit. The main girl is so.
And I will be honest with you, I hated the first one so bad, I didn't even watch the second one.
What?
Hey, Tiff.
Yes.
It's fucking amazing sci-fi.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
JP.
Yes.
He's a hater, and he liked the party animal and queer wolf, so he can kick rocks.
Yeah, kick rocks, JP. Get out of here.
Yeah, kick rocks.
Kick rocks. That's okay. I mean, you can't be perfect, I guess. Everybody can't be perfect.
You know what? Exactly. Zack Snyder cannot be perfect, and it showed in Rebel Moon.
No, it didn't. And I'm actually getting ready to go back and watch the director's cuts, the extended versions, because I think they're worth the watch. And here's the thing. Rebel Moon is the remnants of a Star Wars movie.
It is.
Yeah. And so it was one of his Star Wars movies that was going to be that. And so when you look at this and you watch it in that regard, it's not done badly. It's great.
It's beautiful.
He's trying to build lore into a world, and people weren't hearing it. Like, honestly, like if you really watch Dune and you compared it,
I love Dune too.
Well, if you watch Dune, and I like Dune 1. But anyways,
I like them all.
But if you watch Dune and you watch that and you think about these sequentially and you look at how they're pieced together, the only difference is that Zack Snyder's part seems hurried and seemed rushed. So there was a lot of issues with that. I do agree. But that movie as a whole, though, sci-fi wise, I think it's great. I think it's fun. If you let yourself enjoy it, it's a great film.
And I love the protagonist. The main soldier guy, he keeps just getting recreated.
JP's already walked away and blocked us out.
I like David Lynch's Dune.
You like the OG, the original?
Christ.
Have you read all the books too?
No, I haven't. I haven't ever read the Dune books, which I should have, and I haven't. So, what's your recommendation, Ryan? Was it Rebel Moon to agree with her?
No, not at all.
Oh, JP.
I do like her choice, but I'm gonna go with a unique film on Tubi, and I haven't even done a Tubi Q review with this yet. This movie is called Kill Your Friends, And Kill Your Friends is the reason why I appreciate this so much is because before my recent adventure in sports world, I for 26 years have been in the music industry, and this follows an A&R rep with a prominent company, and what he's going through trying to establish himself to get promoted and how he goes about it, finding the next best music act, the whole bit. And in the process, he has to get creative and dark, and he takes out some of the opposing side of this. And it's a good movie. Nicholas Holt is the main character, and I was surprisingly shocked at how much I enjoyed this film.
Did you say
Yeah.
Kill Your Friends? Is that
Kill
what it's
Your
called?
Friends.
All
And
right.
and it's also it's got a it's got an American Psycho meets Fight Club vibe.
That's perfect for me.
Did
JP's now all those ifs that he said are gonna come true. He's like, she said Rebel Moon and she's out. And she's gonna as soon as I get out of here, he's gonna be like, can't get her out.
real quick, since you talked about that, did you ever watch American Satan?
I have not. I know the movie. I have not seen it though.
See, there was American Satan, and then they did the sequel TV series called Paradise City, and it's all about rock and roll, metal band, and the record industry, and A&R, and the devil, and yeah, it's so good.
Well,
I love it, and a lot of that in the movies American Satan, and even more so into the TV series Paradise City.
Oh.
Man, it resonates. A lot of the stuff that happens resonates with me because I'm like, this is how it is. Yeah, you actually take the devil out of it. This is how it is.
You cut out on us.
Did I?
Yeah, your screen cut out on us.
Yeah,
too.
JP, you cut out. We lost.
So American Satan, it really resonated with me because if you take the devil out of it, so much of it is relevant as a musician and how things are actually ran and work. It's actually scary. So between the American Satan and Paradise City, it really resonates as a musician and being in the industry. So like it's a fun watch, and I recommend you guys if you in that type of film.
That's why I recommended this one actually. Kill Your Friends. There's no Satan element. It's just straight up how it is, and it's unfortunately too uncanny, and it really kind of didn't leave a good feeling in my stomach when I was watching it because it's real. So Kill Your Friends, free stream on YouTube or on Tubi.
Yubi.
What? Jesus.
Yubi.
Anything else go wrong tonight? Yeah.
No.
This is an adventure.
CineNerdsPodcast.com. All of our episodes are there. Check us out. Click a follow, click like, leave a comment, leave a review. Send an email to us, little 3cinenerds@gmail.com, and let us know what you think of the show. Let us know what you think of Tiff. Wait, this way. There we go. Let us know what you think of Tiff, and let us know what you think of me, what you think of Ryan, and what you think of the show. What can we improve? What can we do better? All that stuff's out there. And Ryan, you want to say what else is on the website?
Our merch store. So check out our merch store if you want the mugs, the hoodies, any of the fun. JP has come up with an unbelievably amazing little caricature of us through, I don't know if he used it through AI or how he made it, but it's pretty rad. And so those are available on our merch store as well.
There's only 2 though.
Well, hey, if you get these great reviews, maybe it'll be 3.
All right.
There's
How
an
many
if.
good reviews do I need before I can
Well,
be in it?
We still got to talk to some other people. I don't know.
What's your address at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at in Ohio? Ohio?
123
Ohio?
Cleveland.
I'll find you.
216 Cleveland.
Yeah, that's a better. That tracks. I should have said that. Till next week. Next week we are doing one of my favorite '80s movies, Winners Take All, and that one is going to be back to me and Ryan, and we'll see if we decide to bring Tiff back. You need to let us know. Let us know. Till next week. Later, guys.
Later.
Bye. Thank you for having me.